tell me what happens from here? Can you please?
I'm explaining that. I'm asking for a breath test.
No, civilian to civilian.
I'm
not cop to civilian. Civilian to civilian.
Is everyone okay?
They're just really stuttered. They were going, I guess they were going to Mesquite and go out. They blow out and it's...
Who's driving? Is everyone okay though?
Push the car out of the way.
Okay, let me take pictures and then I got someone else coming to help.
This is my thing, like...
I need to talk to you, okay?
I know, but it's like...
We're driving good.
I understand.
Look at the tire.
Hey,
So it's like, no, it's just like whatever y'all want to happen, let it happen. Like, I don't feel like I have to talk much because, like, at the end of the day, like, y'all the ones with the last thing. Like, I just want my son to be good and y'all do whatever you got to do with me. Like,
look, I'm trying to investigate the crash and I need to talk to you. Okay?
no, but it's like, it's not fair because even if y'all, if we can
No,
talk
stop. Chill.
Nah, I'm not.
Can I say it from my perspective?
Can you take him over there? And I'll take your one.
Probably only like 65 miles per hour. That's why I was able to break the wheel on like wheel. That mean the stop sign, the brake. I'm sorry. Like honestly, like my son is just like that's my top priority. Like I don't care what happens to me as long as he's okay. And that's why I tell everybody.
I understand that.
You know, like my car.
So look at, ma'am, Brianna. I have my partners coming and I got an ambulance coming to check on you guys. Okay. So the baby's health is priority, okay? The baby's health is priority, and everything else is secondary to that, okay? What lane were you in?
I was in this one, the left.
The left lane? Okay. Are you sure you weren't in the right lane? It looks like you're...
I'm sorry. Yeah, I was in the right. I was in the right, and then I felt something like shift in my gear, so I tried to grab a hold of my wheel, and then I felt like just my car kind of do like what it wanted, and like you know how as you hear like it maybe like.
Do me a favor. Can you sit right here? I just want you to sit down. Can you sit down?
I don't want to right now. I just want my son to be okay.
Well, okay, let's come back here then.
I don't want to either.
Did you drink anything at Wet n Wild?
No.
You didn't drink any beer?
I was drinking water. We were drinking the Sunny tea. Honestly, like I might be a little
what?
Dehydrated. Like.
But you didn't drink beer?
No.
What about liquor? Anything like that?
No.
What about like way earlier?
No, probably like honestly, earlier, probably like at 6 a.m. I woke up, right, and I couldn't sleep. Honestly, like I told you, I just lost one of my good friends.
Okay. But you didn't drink anything today?
No.
Why would you smell like it?
I'm sorry about that.
Why would you smell like you drank?
It's because when we were there, I was trying to clean up, right? And as I'm trying to clean up, like it fell towards me. And if you ask the son and my dad, like me and him had even had like a little bit of like
No. How long did this going on? Call her again.
All these three.
Yes, where are you at? Okay, I just want you to take me in or take me in.
How are you guys feeling right now?
Corina.
Can you watch her? I need to talk to this. Hey, bear with me. I'll have this guy talk to you guys while I handle this, okay? Yeah. Hey, this is a mess because this girl's not cooperating at all. So, wait, who's not? The driver. She's the one in the white. She's not cooperating and she reeks like alcohol. And she is just not listening, bro.
15 or then?
Yeah, so I'm waiting for you because I'm trying to kick these witnesses out.
Cool.
And then
put her in the back of your car.
Yeah, so she's not giving me crap, so
she reeks like alcohol?
Yeah, and I can't hear. Like I was on the phone trying to call out and So these are witnesses. I'll give you this.
Let's handle her first. Who's this in the booth?
Hey, Brianna, come with me. All right, so let's come back here. I need to talk to you. Look it. Hey, I'm gonna be up front with you. You need to cooperate with me, or you're gonna go to jail.
Yeah.
Okay? All right. So let them check out the baby. I need to get your information for the crash, and if you don't listen, I'm gonna take you to jail. Okay? Because you're interfering at that point. Do you understand that?
I just want him to leave from here.
Okay.
I want him to be gone from here. I don't want him here, and then I'll go free. I don't want him here.
I told you I have sympathy for that. Okay? But at the same time, you just were in a crash, and we got to figure out why you were in a crash. Okay? So I need you.
People are witnesses.
We're gonna talk to him.
Okay.
But you guys are like trying to question me so much. Why can't you talk to them and let me breathe a little bit?
Okay. Let's go stand right here by my unit. Okay? Let's stand right there. Come over here. Can you put that on my car? Put it on my car.
This?
Yeah, put it on my car. Come on. How much have you had to drink today?
Like 2, but like.
Okay.
Hands. Just breathing.
Let's go.
Officer,
Ma'am.
please let me talk to you. Officer, like.
427 1 10 15 1840.
Take a seat.
Any chance do you have any information for her?
I haven't got it yet, man. She was not giving it. Do you have a social, ma'am? Ma'am, do you know your social? No. You don't know your social? Do you know your last name? Can you give me your last name? You don't know your last name? The firefighter needs your name, okay? And you're not going to give the name.
Go ahead, sir.
What's that? Yeah.
Hello, ma'am. I'm with the Doñana County Fire Department. Okay, I only need the name and information just so that I can write you down as a non-patient. If that's okay with you? No. Okay. Hey, if you don't want to give me your name and information, that's fine. Okay. All right.
That's all my son's money.
Where?
In my purse, in my truck.
Look it, ma'am. Like I told you, I need simple information from you. I need your last name.
I know, but officer, like, I just wanted him out of here. I'm getting custody of my little sisters. You think this is a charge I want, officer? I just want to go home. Take my car. Take whatever you want, officer.
Passenger bounced or what?
Yeah, passenger balance with the sister.
Did you get his info?
I think one of these guys tried to, but if not, we'll get it. They just jumped in. They took off.
Bro.
Yeah.
Very well.
Very well. No diagram. Pictures.
I would do diagram.
Do diagram.
Because this got to be charged.
Yeah. Okay.
Did they already got a...
There's.
I was trying to call. So he just jumped in a car and bounced.
Yeah, well, they're gonna take the baby to the hospital, and he was drunk as fuck. He wasn't gonna cooperate. So I asked the sister what his name was. Adrian. There's Adrian something. And then so I think these guys trying to get the baby's name.
Yeah.
If not, we'll get it from her.
Yeah. So I'll do pictures. Let me ask her if she's gonna consent to breath.
Did you read her implied?
Not yet, no. So I'll read her that.
Read her implied. And
If she refuses, then we'll just stay here and do this. Ma'am, I need your name, okay? What's your first name? You're not gonna give it me yet?
I need to know what's gonna happen.
So you're under arrest for DWI. Okay? What's your social?
What's gonna happen?
So this car's gonna be towed? Okay? I need to get your info, okay? Can you look at me real quick? Open up your mouth for me. Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Nothing's in your mouth? Open it up. Awesome. Lift your tongue. Nothing in your mouth, okay? So I'm going to read you something, okay?
Officer, I just want you to like look at me as to take me.
I am, ma'am. I gave you every opportunity, okay? You're not even giving me your name.
To me out of here. I didn't know he was.
You put your son in this situation.
No, officer.
Okay?
Like, all
So
the witnesses
okay.
told you it looked like
Okay.
it was a blowout.
Listen to me. I'm about to tell you something important. You are under arrest for DWI. The New Mexico Implied Consent Act requires you to submit to a breath test to determine the alcohol content of your blood. After you take our test, you have the right to choose an additional independent test. If you choose to take this additional independent test, you have the right to a reasonable opportunity to arrange for a physician, a licensed nurse, or laboratory technician or technologist who is employed by a hospital or physician of your own choice to perform an additional chemical test. The cost of this additional test will be paid for by the law enforcement agency. Do you agree to take our test? Yes or no? Do you agree to take our test? Yes or no? Ma'am, I need an answer.
But I feel like I'm not being worked with. I feel like I'm being thrown to the side like if it was my fault.
I cannot force you to take our test, but if you refuse, you will lose your New Mexico driver's license or non-resident operating privileges for 1 year. If you are convicted in court of driving while under the influence, you may also receive a greater sentence because you refuse to be tested. Do you understand? Yes or no? Do you understand?
Can you give me?
Can I give you what?
Can you tell me what happens from here? Can you please?
I'm explaining that. I'm asking for a breath test.
No, civilian to civilian.
I'm not
cop to civilian. Civilian to civilian. What happens from here?
I just asked you if you're willing to take a breath test.
No, what happens from here? If
I read you the consequences of not refusing.
No.
Do you now agree to be tested?
Officer, it's like you're playing with me.
Do you now agree to be tested?
Can you grab my purse for me at least?
I have your phone and I have your sandals. Do you have your ID up there?
Officer, I have money that is for my rent money of this month. Officer,
okay.
In my
all
truck.
that will be inventoried. All your property is going to be inventoried.
What do you mean inventory?
It's all going to be documented what's in there of value.
Of my car?
Yes.
In my car?
Your car's getting towed.
Okay, so wherever it's towed. And how do I know where it's being towed?
I don't even know where it's being towed yet. Once I find out, you'll get that information. Okay? Right now, I'm asking if you consent to be tested, okay? So do you now agree to be tested? Yes or no? I can't recommend anything. I can advise you of this, and it is your decision to choose yes or no. Yes or no, ma'am? So your right to speak to an attorney or remain silent does not apply to the requirements of the New Mexico law that you take a breath test, okay? Do you now agree to be tested? I consider your actions a refusal to be tested.
Just test me.
So yes? Okay. Test you? Okay. Is your name Brianna? No? So can you look at me? Ma'am. So if you don't ID right now, then you're going to be booked in, okay, under Jane Doe, and you are not going to be released, okay? So you're not going to provide any info on who you are?
Okay, but I asked you earlier, where does it go from here?
And I explained that. I needed to...
You didn't ask me anything.
So we need to know who you are. We need to know your birthday, your name.
But I'm asking you, where do I go from here?
You're going to go to jail.
But like all the witnesses even told you, like that's why it's like it's not fair. Like, you know, like they literally told you like it was a blowout. Like it looked like a full blowout on my tire.
Okay.
My tire is flat.
And so we need to know who you are.
You're not listening to me.
I understand. You're telling me it's a blowout. And like I told you, I can smell
why am I supposed to
look
listen
at I
to
can
you?
smell alcohol in your breath, okay? I can smell alcohol in your breath. Your eyes are bloodshot and watery.
Because I'm crying.
Okay.
Because I'm crying.
Okay. But I'm smelling it on your breath as I talk to you, okay?
Literally before.
Look it.
No,
I try to have you do some tests. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to have a back and forth. I need to know who you are, or I'm going to book you in as Jane Doe, and you'll stay in jail till you identify yourself. Okay?
You didn't even care about anything that I had to say, so it's like...
You told me you had a blowout.
You're not even caring, though. That's why it's like, how is it fair? You know, like, how are we supposed to be right here, coinciding? How am I supposed to give? And, like, I had been asking you questions.
Look at, ma'am, I was trying to figure it out, and now there's another crash due to your crash, okay? And I understand that you were in a crash. I need to investigate your crash so I can get out there and help my partner out, okay? So I need to figure out who you are, okay, to help me streamline this process. Or we stay at stage 1 in your crash. Do you understand that? What's your first name?
But what happens with my baby?
I have no idea.
What do you mean?
Whoever had your baby, who is that? The male.
His dad? What do you mean?
Okay, well, they jumped in a car and took off.
Yeah, because I don't want him there.
Well, so I have no idea what's going to happen to your baby. I don't even know who that male was. I don't know what your baby's name is. You guys made that scene chaotic, and now this is where we're at. I need to know who you are, or you're going to be booked in as Jane Doe. And you could stay in jail for as long as it takes till you tell us who you are. Or you could tell us who you are, we book you in, and you get released out.
My name's Brianna.
Okay.
I don't have a driver's license.
Okay. Do you have an ID?
Not on me.
How old are you?
22.
22? Okay.
Because I told you, like, I'm going through a lot.
And I
just lost one of my best friends this week, and then I've never been arrested before. I try to do everything right for my baby.
How old's your baby?
He's 3. I swear to God, I was not driving wrong. I swear to God. Like, look at my car. Look at my car.
If we could have a civilized conversation out there.
I know, officer, but I was trying to think of my baby. I don't want... I have my two sisters. They're 14 and 16. I'm literally taking care of them. I'm literally getting custody of them. I go to court for them in a month because our mom couldn't take care of them. So I'm taking care of them. I'm going through a lot, and like I know like it looked wrong and stuff, but like, you know, like I just thought back to all those videos where it's like people like say like, you know, like sometimes they don't always have to know.
Does it show where that was taken? Was taken? Do you have a New Mexico ID?
Yeah, I don't have it on me though, honestly. It might be in my house. No, I'm telling you, I'm really getting things together for myself.
No.
And it sucks that this happened, but maybe it's just my freaking lesson. And I'm sorry I didn't tell you, honestly.
Okay.
But I was thinking of my son.
Okay. Let me read you something, okay? So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to an attorney and to have them present during questioning. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, one will be provided for you at the government's expense before any question, if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements if you decide to answer a question. Okay? You may also stop answering questions at any time to consult with an attorney. Do you understand what I've told you? So do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you? Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to me?
I want a lawyer.
You want a lawyer? Okay. Get to you, okay? So listen to me, I'm about to tell you something important. You are under arrest for DWI. The New Mexico Implied Consent Act requires you to submit to a breath test to determine the alcohol content of your blood. After you take our test, you have the right to choose an additional independent test. If you choose to take this additional independent test, you have the right to a reasonable opportunity to arrange for a physician, a licensed nurse, or laboratory technician or technologist who is employed by a hospital or physician of your own choice to perform an additional chemical test. The cost of this additional test will be paid for by the law enforcement agency. Do you agree to take our test?
I haven't drank water.
I understand that. Right now you're under a deprivation period of time, okay? So until this test is over, you can't have anything, okay? Obviously, remember when I checked your mouth and made sure nothing was in it? You opened it, you advised me nothing was in your mouth. That's the deprivation period of time, okay? So until this is all done and said with, then we can't have anything, okay? So do you agree to take our test?
When do you think I'll be out?
I'm not sure. It's a weekend. It's a holiday weekend. It's hard to say. I mean, you're cutting your chances a lot better now that we know who you are and we don't have to book you under Jane Doe, okay? So let's stick. I understand that, ma'am. And I had to get all that info. I don't even know what the baby's name, birthday, who the passenger was. You guys can't just do that.
I just wanted it to be okay.
So let's get back to this, okay? Do you agree to take our test? Yes or no? All right. Yes?
Cannot force you to take our test, but
I cannot force you to take our test, but if you refuse, you'll lose your New Mexico driver's license or non-resident operating privileges for 1 year. If you are convicted in court of driving while under the influence, you may also receive a greater sentence because you refused to be tested. Do you understand? Yes? I need audible.
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Just test me.
Do you now agree to be tested?
Yes.
Okay. So, go ahead and take a seat right here. Ma'am? All right, so what's going to happen, this test is going to do a couple tests on itself, and then you're going to provide 2 breath samples, okay? I'll give you cues like more, because it has to be a pretty good little breath sample, okay? So it's not just a quick breath, okay? It's going to be prolonged.
No, I promise you.
Have you ever?
Yeah, we have.
Okay, go ahead and blow right here. Keep going, 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 keep going. Okay. Okay. Come over here. One more time. Same thing. Right now I'll take the cuffs off and we have tissue. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, okay. Stop, stop, stop. Catch your breath. Wrap your lips around the whole thing because all that air has to go in here, okay? So let me know when you're ready. Keep going, harder, harder, harder. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay. Do you need to use the restroom? No? Go ahead and stand up, face that way. All right, let's go over here. Right here, you're going to go into a holding cell 305, okay? Face that way, don't go all the way.